How you doing, guys? ManMindset.com. This is your boy, the Dean. So apparently, there's an article in the New York Post about couples now, uh, couples who are engaged that are going to get married. They can't afford their wedding, so what they're doing now is they're going on GoFundMe pages and they're asking for your help. Do you think you should help them?
TheManMindset.com. Like, subscribe, share.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve Dean Williams here, TheManMindset.com. So apparently, couples nowadays are not looking for themselves to take care of their happily ever after weddings. They're looking for people to pay for these weddings because they can't afford them. Guys, this is a big problem. This is something that I want to discuss with you men, and the importance of why you should never be with a woman who thinks this way. If your woman cannot get married in a courthouse, she is not worth your last name or your time. Only a weak man is going to do something like this to give her that one day to show off in front of all her friends. That's all weddings are about. It's just her day to feel like she's a princess, to feel like she's special, only to come back from a honeymoon to debt. And debt usually leads to either divorce or cheating. So I want to kind of give you guys an idea of what you should be looking for when you're ready to really seriously marry a woman and settle down with her. A few of the things that you need to do is, first of all, is look at her credit report. Now, once you move in, remember, we have different phases of relationships. And right now what we're talking about is the relationship of engagement or marriage. When you're doing that, this is the time to look at all the books, meaning that the first thing you should look at is her credit score and see what her credit is like. And then after that, see how much debt she's in. The reason I say that is because once you become husband and wife, you're going to accumulate her debt. And I don't want you to accumulate anybody's debt. She should be responsible enough to handle her own debt without you having to bail her out or anything like that. It doesn't have to do with anything with love. It's all about business. The next thing after that is make sure if you have a business or something and you're bringing money in, to make sure that you sit a prenup with her and have her sign it, because what you're bringing in is what you brought in, and she needs to respect that fact. Most women won't do that, but again, this is if you're a businessman, you have a business. Very important to do that. The next thing, other than checking her book, checking the books and her credit score, you also got to see the next thing is how much money she's bringing in and what she's spending her money on. The reason I want you to know this is because a lot of guys get married to women who feel like they spend. What is called financial infidelity. There's one called financial one. Y'all need to look that up. But basically, this is a situation where a woman is married to you and you're providing her with everything, but she feels the need to take her money and spend it on shoes and dresses and things like that and put you in further debt. It's very important in this case, guys, is to make sure you look at her payment receipts, know how much money she's bringing in and what is she spending her money on. The reason I'm saying that is because it's very important. If you want to have a nice, long-lasting marriage, you've got to make sure that you budget your money correctly. In situations like this, you can tell the woman isn't budgeting her money right. And yet, most of these guys want to marry these women to only get into debt, and then they're the ones caught at the end of the day paying off the bill collector. This is why it's very important, guys. Don't go out there and buy an expensive ring or anything like that. Don't just buy an expensive engagement ring. Just buy her something simple, because you know what? It's not about the ring. It's about her acquiring your last name. As I've always said, at the end of the day, she's going after your last name and your ring, so she should show you why she is worthy enough to be with you. So just remember these things, guys. It's very important. Make sure you check her credit history. Check to see what kind of debt she is in. And also make sure you check her payment stubs and see how much money she's bringing in and what she's spending it on. Because once you can do those three things and she can get past that point, then from that point it's discussions of religion, discipline, and schooling and things like that that you need to discuss when you get married. And also remember, guys, if you are in this phase and you're not serious or you're not sure if you're going to get married, please wrap up and protect yourself. No kids out of wedlock. Make sure that if you have a child, have it in wedlock. Now, this is nothing about religion. It's just the fact that sometimes a lot of you guys will get a woman pregnant, y'all break up, then all of a sudden she has a court system against you. So I just want to make sure that you protect your assets and your last name and your seed as well as that. So remember, guys, check her credit, see how much debt she's accumulated, check the pay stub and see what she's bringing in and also what she's spending it on. Once you can do that, at that point, then you can sit down and discuss how you're going to create a wedding. Either you set some money aside or put money away for that event. But by no circumstances do you go out there and ask other people to pay for something that is really just a day for her to show off. Anyway, guys, I hope that was a good video for you. Please hit me up if you have any questions. I'm the Dean, man, and this is just a quick video to discuss this crazy ass shit that's going on with a lot of people feeling that they need people like us to pay for their weddings because they can't afford it.